chairs shouldn't need. We don't need the table. We don't need the chairs. Since we're using the board on the floor. But we do need to get started. I need everybody to take out a blank sheet of paper. I need everybody to take out a blank sheet of paper. I need everybody to take out a blank sheet of paper. We're gonna hit the ground running. Yeah.
You had it upside down yesterday. Remember?
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
It was like this, right?
Nah. But you had it.
No, I didn't.
You did. I see it was
I
yesterday.
did. Oh, I believe you. You're bad. All right. Okay.
Just like that.
Interesting. Hey, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Naam. Bismillah. In alhamdulillah. Wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillahi sallallahu alayhi wa sallama. Amma ba'd. We're going to ask everybody. The brothers here in front of me, our sisters upstairs, and wherever you may be tuning in online to take out a blank sheet of paper. We're going to start off with an icebreaker. From that, what we covered from lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, and lesson 4. We're going to start off with an icebreaker. Nope. No, I'm okay. Whether the board is up or down, I'm at home in front of a board. No, I'm okay. I can hang. All right. So let's erase the board. You don't want anybody to answer these icebreaker study questions from something that was on the board from yesterday. So we're going to erase the board. We're going to ask everybody to take out a blank sheet of paper. And we're going to ask everybody to skip spaces counting from 1 to 10. To skip spaces counting from 1 to 10. To skip spaces counting from 1 to 10. Play it. So the first question, number 1. The first question, and that's number 1. First question for the icebreakers, and it's number 1, is the question. Mahab. We want to ask for everybody's attention as well. We want to ask for everybody's attention. Tell you, Mahab, and then whatever you want to answer with that's appropriate, you should answer it with that which is appropriate. I'm writing it down. That's number 1 is what? Mahab. Number 2, manhab. Number 2, manhab. Number 3, whatever you want to answer it with. Ahada kitabun. Ahada kitab. Next question. Ma dhalika. Next question. Adhalika rajulun. Adhalika rajulun. Now, طيب, number 1, ma hadha. Number 2, man hadha. Number 3, ahadha kitabun. Number 4, ma dhalika. Number 5. أذلك رجل أذلك رجل. Questions and the answers. Number 6. Number 6. أقني أقني كما جاء في مثل complete as it came in the example. هذا كتاب هذا كتاب الكتاب كبير. Okay? الكتاب كبير. إذن هذا مسجد هذا باب عليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. طيب 7. أجد هذه بي هو وهي. أين محمد؟ أين ياسر؟ أين آئي أو عائشة؟ أين الكتاب؟ أين الساعة؟ نعم 7. 7 8. Right. This is the menu. 7 وهذا 9 إلى 10. Okay. طيب. So again, number 1, ما هذا. Number 2, من هذا. Number 3, أهذا كتاب. Number 4, ما ذلك. Number 5, أذلك رجل. Number 6, أكمل كما جاء في مثل. Complete just as it came inside the example. نعم في المثل أو في المثل في المثل. المهم هذا كتاب. الكتاب كبير. هذا مسجد. And then of course you complete the blank spaces. هذا باب. And then you complete the blank spaces, making sure that the first noun in each one of the sentences that you construct starts with alif and lam. Right? Then we have the questions. It says, Ajib hadhihi bihuwa or hiya. Answer the following with huwa or what or hiya. Now, all of these are what? All of these are ma'khudatan. All of these are ma'khudatan min al-qawaid min das al-awwal ila das al-rabi. All of these are taken from the principles that we learned in practice inside Madinah Book 1 from lesson 1 to lesson 4. Meaning, if you studied lesson 1 through lesson 4 in this masjid with us, the way that we do it, the way that we teach it, then you should not have any problems understanding and answering these questions correctly. Number 6 needs some explaining. It says what? And this is something that we learned to do in our transition from lesson what? From lesson 1, from lesson 3, from lesson 1 and 2 to lesson what? 3. So it says here, it says complete just as it came in the example. So the example is Hada Kitabun. That's lesson 1. Hada Kitabun. And we transitioned from lesson 1 and we got to lesson 3. And we were able to do sentences that what? That begin with alif and lam. Meaning the first word of the sentence went from being hada or dhalika, which is a pointing noun, to what? To al-kitabu, al-babu, al-masjidu. And then a predicate that was indefinite. Now, so we were able to do what? Hada babun, and then it became what? Al-babu, like that. And you bring whatever information, whatever predicate, secondary noun to complete that sentence. Is that clear? Is it clear? That's lesson 3. You have no problem saying hada, dhalika, dhalika, and then transition to al-babu, whatever you want to say about it. Al-kitabu, whatever you want to say about it. Al-rajulu, al-walaju, al-qittu, right? Al-kalbu, and then whatever information that you want to say about it. Because those days of hada kitabun and hada babun dhalika, come on, no, that's over. That's behind you. You're in lesson 3 now. I mean, at that point, technically you're in lesson 4, going to lesson 5. And you will be tested. You will be tested. This will be like your quarterly exam. Because it's 20 what? It's 23 lessons in the book. So once we got to 5, you deserve a quiz. A quarterly quiz. Because we love you. I hope that you love us back. Don't worry, you could do it. You must be challenged though, because you'll get to 23 and forget everything if you was never challenged throughout it.
So you said, you like this in the book or just
The book, stick in the book. I gotta say that to everybody. You know,
no, I want to know.
Straight from the book. You should exist like you in lesson 1. Any example that is correct, something that you could point at, meaning it shouldn't be my hada and then you say hada ummi. That should have stuck. You should have felt some type of way. If I said had the ummi, you know what that means. Talk about ummi like that. Pointing at ummi like that. Talking about had the ummi. What is wrong? Talking about I'm studying the bad, brother. No, you're not. I will disclaim you. You're taking another class. Okay. Say it again. Oh, right. So the cool thing about 6 is I showed you what to do. And you had the kitab one. Now in lesson 3, You ain't saying it no more. You're saying al-kitabu kabirun. Complete sentence. Put a period. You're giving me a complete nominal sentence with the subject and the predicate. You're not like describing it. You're giving me a complete sentence with a subject and a predicate. The way I taught you. Play it, and nothing more, nothing less. Yes. The secondary noun. The secondary. I never said describe. It is the information about this. It is the information about the subject. Those things you learned reading your English books from the previous class you studied. And I never told you this is the description. Don't do that. I never did that. We will get that which describes a noun. It's called the nout. It's at lesson what? Lesson 9. That's when you're going to be describing, because that's a nout. Well, nout yet tabi'un min'ut, and the principle connected to that is that the nout, it describes the object that it describes the object that what they came. And now, yeah, I'm sorry. It follows what the noun that is describing. For nout and nautu yet tabi'un min'ut. The nout, what it follows the object that is describing. Fi tankirihi wa ta'rifihi wa fi i'rabi kulli. And that is the principle connected to it. The problem with your English is that your English had you you trying to understand it, but leave that stuff alone. If I didn't tell you it was an adjective, please don't call it an adjective, and please don't say it's describing. It is the information about the subject. That's what I told you. There's no describing until we get to the nout. That is not until lesson 9. If you want to take a peek, go ahead and turn the page. You'll say, oh, there it is right here. No, none of these things. And please don't say another time, person, place, thing, we talk about nouns. We're going to get into the definition of a noun. We're going to get into the definition of a verb. And we're going to get into the definition of a harf, if everything goes as planned today. Yeah, sure. Normally the student would move, he wouldn't ask to teach them. But I'm just saying, I'll move for you. Tayyib. All right. You guys don't have a lot of time. All right. Can we take a picture and post this in the group, Zeez, or anybody that's in the group of Sur or Z or Abdulaziz, just in case, because it's difficult for the sisters and it's difficult for people sometimes following online. But alhamdulillah, the WhatsApp groups, it made everything different and better now. So, ma hadha, then you guys are going to respond with hadha and that which is appropriate, right? Keep it in mind, ma hadha li ghayr al-aql, for that which does not have any intellect. All right? Oh, keep these things in mind. If I say ma hadha and you guys say hadha waladun, somebody need to tighten up. That would be marked incorrect on the quiz that's coming on after lesson 5. So it will be a short quiz, but it will be a quiz. Might look something like this. All right, man hadha. Okay, hadha kitabun is not the correct answer because man is lil aql, right, class? It's simple but not simple. If you've been paying attention and studying, this is easy for you. But if you have not, this will expose you. Like go. So 9 through 10 is Aina Muhammadun. I said what? I said, I didn't say. Ajib hadhihi bihuwa wa hiya. Answer these following questions with huwa or hiya. That's just like a dasha rabbit. Exactly. No, we got there yesterday. Exactly. I know. So it says Aina Muhammad. You're going to say, if you say here, you obviously don't understand. And then you go on to answer after saying here, blah, 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 blah. You already dead. You already dead in water. Okay? And then it says what? It says, Aina Aisha too. It should be here, but if you say huwa, you already dead in the water. All right? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then you're going to have to probably review recording from yesterday. Yeah, they know. Here it says, Inal Kitabu, right? Is it who or here? Don't answer out loud. You know what you should begin with. And then you finish answering the question. Okay? All this is from what you read yesterday. It should reflect the content of lesson 4, the first part. Ad-darsul rabi'u alif. Here it says Aina sa'atu. Aina sa'atu. Ah. Are you done?
I'm ready to go to class. You know, but I don't something there.
Class? Whose class is that? Davis? How am I having class in the Davis class? Oh, how am I having class? I should have canceled the class. I had no idea. Bilal's class is up Germantown right now. Oh, but it's after Isha. Oh, then I'm good then. I'm technically I'm okay then. Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How long does it take to get there? You said it take 45 minutes to get there? Ugh. We're gonna have a quick class today. I feel like taking that run. Ouch, man. Nobody told me. Oh, I feel bad. So, hey, Rasul. Hold on for a sec. All right, y'all keep going. Anybody got any questions?
What's number 7?
Number 7. Number 8 is, it says, Hada Babun. So you should say El Babu, right? More minutes? 2 more minutes and we good?
Yeah.
Is the last one Sa'a? It is. It says Aina Sa'atu. Aina Sa'atu. Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ahlan wa sahlan. MashaAllah. You're in all the right places. Alhamdulillah. Faddal. It all tends to go long too. Okay. That's good time. Mm. Mm. mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. ممتاز. طالبان يا أخي بارك الله فيكم نشبه هذان طالبان. I'll fix it. نعم. هذا الكتاب كبير ممتاز. هذا ممتاز جدا. ممتاز 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 جدا. All right, everybody's done. Okay, so even if we're not done, we're going to ask everybody to pass to the right. We're going to ask everybody to pass to the right. Pass one time to the right. You, Abdul Aziz, since you're over here, you take it to Muhammad, your test to Muhammad. Names, phone numbers. Names, phone numbers. Name phone numbers. Name phone numbers. Not that one. Not that one. Oh, that's his. Good. Name phone numbers. Name phone numbers. Name phone numbers. Name phone numbers. One. Everybody should pass one to the right. Abdul Aziz is the only person that's not going to do that. Abdul Aziz is going to take his to Muhammad. Name and number. Wasala Abdullah walhamdulillah. Everybody should have one. Everybody should have one. Right? Right? So that's noise. Okay, yeah, that's perfect. All right, Tayyib, is everybody ready? Everybody ready? Okay, Tayyib. All right. Oh boy. Now, Muhammad, ma hada. No, I don't want translations. I need you to answer these questions. Ma hada. The answer? Okay. Tayyib, any other answers for this one, brothers? Any other answers? Pretty much this is clear. Y'all good? Okay, good. If it looks something like this and it doesn't have intellect, then you answer correctly. Because this is a question for that which does not have intellect. Not have. Right? The answer should not be had a waladun, had a tajiyun, or anything like that. Is that clear? It could be though had a kitwan, or had a himarun, or had a what hitwadun. Because it's permissible to point at animals with mahada. Is that clear? No disrespect to the animal lovers out there, as we like to say. In these days and times. Tayyib. The dog got insurance. So anyway, man hada. Okay? Fadl, Mujahid. Hada Muhammad. Mumtaz, brothers. Hada what class? Muhammadun. Or he could have said something like that, Waladun, Rajul, all those things are acceptable, including names. That's if it's like this, then alhamdulillah, we're good. If that's what you see on the paper, please correct it. Please say check. If you got a check, please say check. Write a check. If it's wrong, it ain't your fault. I was listening to the teacher. Okay? It ain't your fault. I was listening to the teacher. Sometimes the brother wanted to come look at his man. I meant this. No, brother. All right, no, brother. Can we keep going? All right, let's keep going. Tayyib, it says, Ahada kitabun. Wait, assalamu warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ahada kitabun. Right? So we know when we're asked a question with Hamzatul Istifham. Abdul, you in this class? تفضل يعني تعال معنا. Come on. We need you anyway, man. Come on, man. All right. So ahada kitabun. It's going to be what class? It's going to be yes or no. Then the what? Then the answer. So your classmate should have said, you should have said what? Yes or no, and then the appropriate answer. For example, if we say ahada kitabun, and then he said, Na'am, hada daftarun. It's wrong. Na'am, hada daftarun. Then it's what class? That's wrong. You said, is this a book? He says, yes, this is a notebook. What's going on there? That's not it. Everybody with me? Okay, so make sure you mark correctly. Give me a good example. Whose turn is it? No. Okay. What's the answer? Yeah, right, it's your turn. Ahada kitabun. Mumtaz. He said what class? He said, Na'am. Hada what class? Kitabun. Did you guys see something like that on the papers? On the test? If anybody has any problems, let me know. If it's right, it's right. If it's wrong, it's wrong. Are you good? You sure?
No, I'm using my eye looking.
All right, just making sure. I got you. I understand. I got glasses. I understand. طيب ما ذلك عبد الله ممتاز ما ذلك كرسي. Is that what you have on the paper? As he said, ما ذلك. He said what class? He said ذلك. What class? كرسي ممتاز. Is everybody good? Does anybody have any discrepancies? Everybody's gay. Because remember, you have to mark the papers. All right. Now, class, next one. It says, أذلك رجل. أذلك رجل. Hold on for a second. Abdullah. What's your example, bro? Answer the question. أذلك رجل. Okay. لا ذلك. Okay.
I'm only going off with the freestyle.
It's all right. Alhamdulillah. Again, the question is أذلك رجل. Your answer.
نعم ذلك رجل.
ممتاز. نعم. عبد الله يحب أن يتكلم. فهذا جيد بلغة عربية. نحن نحب أن نتكلم بلغة عربية كذلك. جزاه الله. I said Abdullah loves to speak Arabic, and we love to speak Arabic as well. And we're going to just leave it at that. Hey, so let's move on. Let's move on. أكمل كما جاء في المثل. So it says complete just as it what class? Just as it came in the example. So we're going to explain it in the what? In the example. And we mean complete with these blank spaces, everything, just as it came in the example. And they tell you to do this a lot of times in the books, just like this. They give you an example of something, and they tell you to complete it. So how to do it is clearly here. The what? Kitabun becomes what class? El what? El kitab what? El kitabu what class? Kabirun. Oh, okay. So the masjidun. What do we stop off at? Whose turn is it? Right, Abdul Aziz. Abdul Aziz. The masjidun becomes el what? El masjid. Okay. What class? Qaribun. And at this point, you should be able to do what? You should be able to take sentences that start with ism ishara and make them into a sentence that begins with what? A word that is ma'arifa. With ease. You should be able to do that with your eyes closed. I can say something to you. Say how does this thing, you change it with no problem. All right? And this is what is expected from you all directly from the teacher's manual. Meaning this is where you should be at this point. If you're not there, then what are you studying? What you said you did lesson 3. What did you do with it? If you came out, you have nothing. Except I did it and I completed it. Right? That's not sufficient. Let's keep going. Hada babun. Right? Hada babun. So it should be Muhammad. What? Al-Babu. ممتاز. Al-Babu what? Al-Babu. Kabir. Right. Kabirun. Mumtaz. Right? And don't just stop there. I should be able to bring 10 sentences with hada or dhalika, and you could be able to transfer them to what? A sentence beginning with the word, a noun that is ma'arifa. Now? Alhamdulillah. Tayyib. So, technically, this is lesson 3. Technically, up here was lesson 1 and 2. Right? The work I'm saying. Now, we come down here. And this is what? This is technically a darsul rabi'u. This is darsul rabi'u. Now, tayyib. So, the questions that come at darsul rabi'u begin with what? Aina. Aina. Aina, right, class? And then you should be able to answer them with an apparent noun or with a what, class? Or with a pronoun. With a damir, right? Or with a what? A ismun mudhar or a ismun mudmar. A noun that is an apparent noun or a noun that is a pronoun. Okay, good. We're going to ask you with apparent nouns, and we're going to ask you to answer with what? With pronouns. More specifically, huwa in here. We're going to ask you questions that what? Lil-aql. And we're going to ask you questions li-ghayri al-aql. And you're going to be able to answer them with the appropriate pronoun, the appropriate damir. Is that clear? At this point, you should be able to. And if you can't, you missed something when you was in lesson 4. You need to go back and get it. Well, there. All right. Even class, Aina Muhammadun. Where do we stop off at? Mujahid, your answer. Huwa fil masjidi. Huwa fil masjidi. A lot going on. You are properly using the pronouns. You're properly using Aina, replying to it. You're answering with the appropriate pronoun, and you're answering after that pronoun with the harf jar, right? A harful jar in a what? It's a majrur. The noun has been affected by the fi'l. And then you read it right, and you filed it correctly at the end with the kasra. MashaAllah. Look at you, brothers. Allahumma barak alayk. Right? We hope that the sisters and whoever's listening to us online is able to do the same thing. Now, if not, review and then ask yourself these questions again until you are able to get it correct on your own. Now, so we hope that the WhatsApp group and the questions that you guys are asking each other in the WhatsApp groups start to look like something like this. Everybody should be able to ask these questions and get a certain response from their classmates. Now, this is what I expect of you all, especially the people that are here in the class. Jump in the WhatsApp group, ask your brother and sister one of these loaded questions, and I mean loaded. Ask them. Get your brothers and sisters strong now, so we can start really speaking Arabic with understanding. And this is what is expected. This is what the author of the book expect you to be able to do at this point. And now, all right, let's keep going. Who's next? No. Alhamdulillah. Aina Aisha too. Now, who or here? Okay, here. Now, Aina here. Where is she? Aina here. Here. I'll write it for you. You just gotta say it. Just like lesson 4 at Dars al-Rabi. The first part. You don't know? You need some help? Who would you like to help you? Pick a companion. Pick one of your classmates. Okay. It's your, what's the hold? You said it's your first day. You taking the same class that Wessel Clean? Come on. It's okay. But I don't know if we got to this point yet. I don't know if you was in that class. You never came. You was following. Alhamdulillah. We welcome you, alhamdulillah, to our class twice a week. Tayyib, inshallah. So let's get you some help. Tafaddal. So here. Okay, that's fine. But you remember she was our favorite word. Yeah, come on, that's the word we're supposed to go home and teach our wives. Come on, man. Here what? Here feel. Help my class. Here feel. Mat bah. Mat mat bah. Period. Mumtaz. Jazakallah khair. Alhamdulillah, your brother's always there to help you. All you got to do is ask. Naam. Abdullah. أين الكتاب؟
تريد الجواب مني
لا
نفسي
لا هذا عبد
من
الله.
الكتاب
نعم هكذا. لا نعم انتبه جيد.
هو على مكتبي.
هو على المكتب. هي في المكتب. هي في
لا
عفوا هي في المطبخي. أو هنا. لا أنا ما كنت أقصد عبد الله الذي في المستوى الثاني. أنا أقصد عبد الله هذا.
عفوا بارك الله.
اسمه عبد الله كذلك.
لا هذا
ما في مشكلة.
بارك الله.
ما في مشكلة. إذن أين الكتاب؟
I wasn't here yesterday. I forgot it.
هذا إنجليزية يا أخي. ما في مشكلة. تحتاج للمساعدة؟ You need help?
I think I tried.
أوكي كم تفضل.
And I forgot.
هو so again أين الكتاب؟ هو أو هي؟ أوكي ممتاز. هو ما شاء الله. هو
في بيتي.
هو في البيت.
في البيت.
ممتاز لا بأس. أو على المكتب كذلك. هو في البيت. It's not في البيت. Why?
Because of the film.
ممتاز.
You have the test.
The harf jar. So you have to have a kasra on the what?
The end.
Of the end of the following word.
Right.
You sure you wasn't here?
I wasn't. I was just putting it together.
MashaAllah. He right with us. Alhamdulillah. Good. So you understand that rule. Alhamdulillah. And you just pretty much made sure you wanted to implement the rule you understood. Alhamdulillah. Wafaqak Allah. May Allah give you tawfiq. Ameen. MashaAllah. MashaAllah. It's working. Alhamdulillah. طيب. أين الساعة؟ أين الساعة؟ تفضل. ما اسمك مرة أخرى؟ ما اسمك؟ حسن. نعم. حسن. أين الساعة؟ هي أو هو؟ أوكي هي. هي على. ممتاز. شوف على طول من الكتاب. Straight from the book. ما شاء الله. هي على السرير. ممتاز. ممتاز يا أخي. الحمد لله. جيد جدا. الحمد لله. So this is an icebreaker, but it's almost like a little sneaky test, but it's an icebreaker, but it's a little sneaky test too. Now, so that you can see, I think I am catching on. I think I am starting to understand the entirety of this body of work. Right? Alhamdulillah, brothers. Mabruk. And I hope that the sisters did well as well. And I hope that our people online following us did well also. We hope that you did good. Now, and remember, you guys can submit your work or online, taking a picture and submitting it to the group, Abdul Halim for the brothers, as well as the sisters, Abdullah and Ayash. They're there to help you guys online. And they will mark your quizzes, your tests, your work, and like that. So we're going to ask everybody now, and we went over al-hadith min ad-dars al-rabi uba. We went over the goal of ad-dars al-rabi uba yesterday, right? And it is the what? It is the two verbs. Which verbs are it? Dhahaba wa what? Wa kharaja. And I gave you an additional verb yesterday, which is what class? Jalasa. So altogether you got dhahaba, kharaja, and what class? Jalasa. All right, and alhamdulillah, we learned it, and I think that we learned it very well. We introduced it, gave it to everybody. Alhamdulillah. Good. طيب. As well as what we were supposed to cover yesterday, and what the goal of ad-darsul rabi uba, which we introduced yesterday, is what else, class? Is the two prepositions. What class? Min and what? And ila. Min and what class? And what? Ila. Right? Min meaning from. Ila meaning what class? Two. We also talked about the correlation in the wisdom behind Dr. Fa Abdul Rahim introducing verbs, and in the same lesson, introducing prepositions, more prepositions, right? طيب, because there is a correlation between utilizing a what? A verb and certain prepositions. Is that clear? We established that what? That ذهب works for what class? Which preposition? Ila. Because the meaning of the verb ذهب is to go. So when you go to something or to someone. Is that clear? So it's always going to be what class? It's always going to be ذهب إلى. Everybody say ذهب إلى. ذهب إلى. ذهب إلى. ذهب إلى. ذهب إلى. طيب. So ذهب, what class? خرج. And what else class? جلس. Everybody with me. Everybody say ذهب إلى. All right. Everybody say خرج من. خرج من. Everybody say جلس على. جلس على. So let's real quick. Let's just give a person to do this action. ذهب. We want to say ذهب who? محمد. Everybody say خرج. Everybody say خرج زيد. Now everybody say جلس. جلس حامد. All right. Is somebody gonna? Okay. I didn't know if it was one of the phone or somebody. Yeah. وكلمة دالة على معنى في نفسه في نفسه هو كلمة دالة وهو كلمة دالة على في نفسها غير مقترنة بزمان هو كلمة دالة على نسيت شيء هو كلمة دالة هو كلمة دالة هو كلمة دالة على معنى في نفسها اوكي غير مقترنة 9, 10. بزمان. طيب هو كلمة دالة على معنى في اكتب right بنفسها مؤترنة بزمان. طيب هو كلمة دالة هو كلمة دالة على معنى في غيره. نعم. طيب. So, class, it is extremely important for us to understand these meanings and understand these meanings very well. We explained to you ad-dars al-rabi'u in the fact that, of course, that the remaining of the prepositions, the huruf al-jar that we need to know were introduced. And then we also wanted to make clear about the verbs that are introduced in this book, dhahaba and kharaja. And we wanted to give you an additional one, jalasa. We also made clear that it's very important because verbs and prepositions and have a correlation. Sometimes there are verbs, not every verb, but sometimes there are verbs, all right? Especially when creating a verbal sentence, meaning you're trying to express yourself. You're trying to what? You need to say something. You need to know that sometimes a preposition has to be what? Included with that expression, that verbal expression. Is that clear? So it will be the verb, it will be what? The doer of that verb, and then the preposition, and then the noun after that preposition. And of course, you see how prepositions affect nouns. Is that clear?
No.
All right. Put a period at this, here and here, and then we're going to move on. Because now what's in front of us is what? Is something called al-idafatu. Al-idafatu. In al-idafatu, it is the process of two nouns, right? It's the process of two nouns coming together with the understanding that there's a preposition in between those two nouns. Is that clear? But before we get into that, you guys need to get the definition of what a noun is. You guys need to get the definition of what a verb is. You guys need to get the definition of what a harf is. And I mean the definition in Arabic so you can fully and properly understand it and utilize them and exist with them. Is that clear? All right? It is so perfect right now that you get them now. That you get these definitions now. You know them, you understand them, you memorize them, you utilize them with these meanings in mind. And all this person, place, or thing, and the way they define verbs back in the day when we was in elementary school, you leave that stuff in the rear view. I'm not even saying put it in your back pocket. I'm saying leave that joint on the road. Leave that joint there when you get to the point you ready to start translating. You come back and get strong in person, place, or thing else you want to use. When you want to understand the Arabic properly and then translate it to that language that you have a command of. But right now, you need to know the definitions in Arabic of the Arabic. Is that clear? Okay. طيب. So, أقسام الكلام. What are the parts of speech? Meaning, what are those parts of speech what are the parts of speech? How do you categorize the Arabic words? You categorize them into three possible types of words. You categorize them into what, class? Three possible words. A whole page of Quran. A whole page of Hadith, right? What you're reading is going to be made up of what? Three words. Ismun fi'lun harfun. Ismun fi'lun harfun. Is that clear? So it will be quite natural that you know the meaning of each one of these possible words. It just makes sense, right? Good. I'm glad you feel that way. So I need you to write these definitions down. I saw that. There you go. Whip them out, man. I'm in your club. I got glasses too. طيب. So أقسام الكلام. What does أقسام الكلام mean, class? Ooh. أقسام is the plural of what, class? Qismun. أقسام. Is that clear? This is the plural, أقسام. Qismun. And qismun means what? Is that clear? Part. Oh, so this is parts. Kalam. Kalam means what, class? كما جاء في الأدرمية, right? فالاسم into the end. It says الكلام هو اللفظ المركب المفيد بالوضع وأقسامه ثلاثة. So as it comes in al-Ajrumiyya, he explains what is speech, right? As it is explained and as it comes in this classical work of grammar. And as he brings the four conditions for speech to be speech, right? Then he says in the parts of speech is what, class? Is ismun, fi'lun, and what? Harfun. Ja'a li ma'na. So we understand the definition of, and this is loosely translated as a what? Mumtaz. Fi'lun is translated as a what? And harf is translated as a what? La, 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 la. We are going to translate it as a letter. Yeah. We're going to translate it as a letter. Yeah. Because it is more appropriate, and I feel more at ease translating harf as a letter. All right, and we have to understand that harf in the Arabic language is of two types. The first type is what? Is the harfu or haruful mabani. The haruful what? Mabani. A harf is of two types. It's the haruful mabani or haruful ma'ani. Haruful mabani is what? Is those letters from aleph to ya. Used to make what? Used to make words. Is everybody with me? From aleph. Oh, you mean the letter, the alphabet? Yes, exactly. And then haruful what? Ma'ani. And haruful ma'ani are those letters that what? That have meaning. The one letter in the Arabic language is a word. It really is like that. Wow, it's a word. B. That's a word. Is everybody with me? Wow. It's a word. Ta. That's a word. Fi, ala, min, ila. They're all what? They're words. And this is how you what? That's how you properly translate the definition of harf. And leave that daggone English alone because it's going to mislead you. What's a preposition? What? In English, I don't even know what a preposition is in English. I'm just being honest with you. I know what it is in Arabic. I know what harf is in Arabic, but what does that mean? And I might have to go on a trip of Arabic English grammar to totally understand what a preposition is, and I'm not interested in that. Take me on a trip for, Arabic grammar. I'm interested. So we say that an ismun is a what? It's a noun. But the definition, the ta'rif, the Arabic definition is going to serve you even better. Now, we understand that huwa kalimatun dalatun ala ma'na fi nafsiha ghayru muqtarinatin bi zamanin. What does that mean? That ismun, it is a word. It is a what, class? A word. See, I just want you to see we're using lesson 4. We're using the pronoun already. Right, but you could have said ismun is a word, but instead of saying ismun, he used whore. I'm just saying you are, just already lesson 4 is benefiting you. Everybody with me? So, and we know that whore here, does it mean it or does it mean he? On task. You guys understand? Alhamdulillah. All right. So it. What? It what? It returns back. Oh, you mean now? Yeah, I mean now. Huwa, it is a kalimatun. Kalimatun means what, class? Everybody say dalatun. Dalatun literally means to do what? To direct. It can mean to direct. It can mean prove, but it can also mean to direct. So it's a word directing you. It's a word doing what? Yeah. So it's a word directing. All right. Everybody say Allah. So Allah in this instant means what, class? And now everybody say ma'na. What does ma'na mean? Ma ma'na hada, right? Right? So huwa kalimatun dalatun ala ma'na. It is a word that directs you to a meaning. A noun is a word directing you to a meaning. Kitabun, qalamun, masjidun, hamzatu. Right? Ammar, kursiyun, saburatun. Right? Rajulun. Right? So again, nouns do what? They direct you to a meaning within themselves. They draw their attention to you. As soon as you start up the sentence, al-rajulu yusalli. The man is what? It's directing you to the what? To the man. Nouns naturally direct you to a meaning within themselves. Nouns, in the sentence, you wrote al-rajulu kabirun. The man is what? Older. Now, he's a sheikh, he's kabir. Or al-what? Al-rajulu sagirun. The man, he's kind of young. He's sagir. Is everybody with me? That was a nominal sentence. Nominal sentences do that because they're full of nouns. So they direct you to meanings within themselves. Right? Hey, what's the other key point? The other key point is what? So fi means inside what? Y'all understand that? You know what? You're reading this. I translated it for you, but you just seen it in practice. It really does. In the sentence, it makes you look towards the noun and then read whatever comes after. Is that clear? Okay, good. So it says غير مقترنة. Okay, غير means not. مقترنة meaning what? Bringing a meaning together, or something that's it's to يقرن is to bring two things together. Right? Understand and know that nouns and what in zaman never come together. Nouns in zaman, what does zaman mean? Ismun. And what? They're never muqtarinatan. The two are never what? Because we just said what? غَيْرُ الْمَغْضُوبِ عَلَيْهِمْ غَيْرُ. Not what? The two not coming together. Who? Oh, zaman and what? In the ism. Is everybody clear about this definition? Right? It says غَيْرُ مُقْتَرِنَةٍ. Muqtarinatan means what? Two what? Two objects coming to what? Coming what, class? Coming together. Right? What's not going to come together? Bizamanin, with time. B means what, class? B is a word, remember? Means what, class? With what? Zaman, with time. They will never come together. Because if the word that is directing you to a meaning within itself, if time was entered into the meaning of it, then guess what, class? It would not be a noun anymore. It would be a what? It would be a verb. Mumtaz. I was counting. Alhamdulillah. It would be a verb. Right? You see the concept? Because truth be told, y'all ready? You ready for this? The definition of a verb is what, class? Everybody? Huwa. After me. Huwa. Oh, kalimatun. Look on the board. Kalimatun. This is the definition of a verb, y'all. Huwa. Kalimatun. Look. Dalatun. Look. Dalatun. Ala. Ma'na. Fi. Nafsiha. But here's the difference. Ghayr was not there. What? Rejecting. Ghayr was not. Right? No, it's not a not here. It's yes, it does. Muqtarinatun, meaning it what? The two objects what? Meaning verbs in time do what, class? They come together. You will find the meaning of time in verbs. But what? But verbs do direct you to a meaning and other than themselves. I'm so sorry. They direct you to a meaning within themselves. My bad. They direct you to a meaning what, class? Inside of themselves. Look, kalimatun dalatun ala ma'na fi nafsiha. It is a word that directs you to a meaning within itself. This is that which verbs and nouns have. They agree upon that. They disagree upon the part of what? Time. But they disagree with regards to time. What am I talking about? Nouns have nothing to do with time. Verbs come. The meaning of a verb, it comes with time. You have to understand, if you are translating a verb and you're not translating the understanding of time, you translated it wrong. People do it all the time. Oh, dhahaba, that mean that they'll translate it or they'll express what it means without any meaning of time. It's wrong. It's a verb. How are you gonna do that? It has to do with time. Include time. Keep in mind that what? That with verbs, they have three possible what? Categories of time that they fall into. Past, present, and what? Commands. We learned that yesterday. Remember? Yo, you wasn't. Oh, you check the recording. Check the recording. In the notes. But is everybody with me? This is extremely important. This is an important day for your Arabic study. Don't forget it. When you learn the parts of speech and the meanings of the parts of speech, remember that I'm coming from the explanation. This explanation that I'm giving you is the same exact explanation of the author, our teacher, Sheikh Najrani, who did what? Who wrote the explanation of the Madinah books that Anwar just translated for all of you. I'm bringing it directly from his book, Al-Mughni. This is how he explains the parts of speech in his definitions. Is everybody with me? Now, this is from his book called Al-Mughni. Remember, when you go to Medina, make sure you bring that book back. Get that book. All right? Al-Muhim, stay with me. Now, harf. Everybody say harf. Everybody say huwa. All right? Kalimatun. Dalatun. Ala ma'na. Fi ghayrihi. So look, pay attention. Look, remember we did this before with the verbs. So look, harf, it says what? Huwa. Huwa. Look. Kalimatun, look class. Kalimatun. Dalatun, look class. Dalatun. Right? Ala what? Ala ma'na. But instead of it directing you to a meaning within itself, what do letters do? They direct you to a meaning in other than themselves. For example, when you say el-kitabu, right? El-kitabu, what does that mean, class? All right? All right? El-kitabu, right? El-kitabu, alal, right? Alal what? Where's it at, class? Alal ardi. Alal ardi. So ala is the what? Is the harf. It's the preposition, right? It is directing you to what? To what? To what came after it. And the word that came after it is al-ardi. So as soon as you read ala, you go into where? Al-ard. Look in the sentence. Al-kitabu, right? Al-kitabu, ala what? Ardi. You have to understand, a preposition don't even make sense until it's placed inside the sentence. If I just said ala, you're going to be like, on what? If I say fi JB, right? I say what? Al-kitabu where, class? It's fil JB. Al-kitab, fi, it's directing you straight to what? J. It's taking you and directing you straight to other than what? It don't stop on itself. It always stops to whatever came after it. Then you're able to put a period on the sentence, right or wrong. Because now you understand with the meaning how these words actually work. You're not just dying. What's the meaning of it? What's the meaning of it? Like, yo, I don't know what the meaning of it is. No, know how it works. Is that clear? This is the natural. Oh, it directs you to a meaning other than itself. Oh, nouns direct you to a meaning within itself, not having to do with time. I don't even know what it means, but I know how it worked though. Now you're really beating the system. Before you was just kind of like smashing words together. Did I say it right? Now you know you said it right. Because you understand what? You understand the ta'rifat, you understand the definitions of the parts of speech and how to properly use it as it relates to the concept of making sentence, speaking sentence, reading and understanding sentence. Is everybody with me? Is that clear? Go.
You said the harfin is a word directing to a meaning.
And other than itself. It's always directing you away. Fi in what? Ala on what? Ila to what? Men from what? So now, look, you just got those 4 prepositions in lesson 4, but now you really know how they work now. Oh. Now you know how nouns work. They're directing to a meaning within themselves, but it don't have nothing to do with time. Now you also know how verbs work. It's directing to a meaning within itself. What? Connected to what class? Having time. Those what? What time? Those 3 possible types of time. Past, present, and command. Now what? Now you fully loaded. Now you understand a noun and you understand a noun now. Now you understand a verb and you really understand a verb. Now you understand a harf and you see, oh, it's a harf of meaning. Is everybody with me? So you don't even need the word about, you don't need preposition anymore. You got harf of ma'ani. It's a letter of meaning. You don't even need that translation anymore. Because now you really know what it means, you know how it works. And that's better for you. Is everybody clear? Tayyib. Now, Tayyib, did I use all the time? Is that 11 minutes? Or?
It's 11 hours. That's still budget.
Oh, right. Oh, okay. So, if you guys would love to hang out, I would love to complete the exercises for lesson 4. So the only thing staring at us next week is lesson 5. It's extremely important that I did what I did just now because lesson 5 is all about idafa. Lesson 5 is all about what class? Al-idafatu. Everybody say al-idafatu. And al-idafatu literally means to add something. All right? It literally means to add something. But in Arabic grammar, it actually means to what as it comes, and that is as it is actually explained by Sheikh Najrani, again, the one who wrote that explanation of Madinah Book 1. He said what? He said, Al-idafatu hiya an tusnida isman ila ghayrihi ala taqdiri harfi jar. What does that mean? That means that we don't say the owner and the owner, the possession and the possessed. We do better than that because that's misleading. He says that what? That al-idafa is to do what? It is the process of bringing 2 nouns together with the understanding that there's a preposition between the 2. It is not literally there, but it is understood to be there. In those 3 possible what? Prepositions that come in between these 2 nouns, the first of them is called lamul milk, which is the lamb of what? Of ownership. So when you say kitabu Ammarun, like Ammar's book, that literally means el kitabu li Ammarun. The book belongs to Ammar. And the way that was expressed is by utilizing the lamb of ownership. But sometimes between the 2 nouns, fi could be there, which means in. Or what class? Fi could be there, or min could be there, which means from. Is that clear? So it does. Because that's why a lot of times you'll apply mudaf ilayhi with the understanding of owner and own to certain constructions of mudaf ilayhi, and you can't find the meaning of possession because it's not there. Because it's what? It's not there. So we're going to teach you that, and we're going to teach you that completely so you can have a full understanding of the process of al-idafa, the coming together of the 2 what? The 2 nouns with the understanding that there's a harf jar between the 2 nouns. I would have did you a disservice if I had taught you that in lesson 5 and didn't give you the parts of speech with their what? With their definitions. Is that clear? That's why we did this first. There's a method to this. There's a method. All right. Is everybody clear? Go.
What's the last word on the meaning?
غيره. Other than it. Now, direct to a meaning and other than itself. It's always directing you away. Now? Now. So now when you get these different types of words, you're categorizing your words, right? And with each word that you categorize, there's certain characteristics that you're going to expect that it has. Because you know the what? The characteristics that they're supposed to have because you know the definition of every word. right? A noun, it does what? It directs you to a meaning within itself, not having anything to do with. All right. A verb is a what? It is a word that directs you to a meaning within itself, having to do with. A harf is a word that directs you to a meaning in other than itself. It's always directing your way. You got that? You got it. Alhamdulillah. I've done my job, inshallah, today. Inshallah. Run with that, hold firm to that. It will service you. It will service you. Naam, inshallah. May Allah make it so. Ameen. So anybody that's interested, we will just read the exercises and go over the exercises of the second part of lesson 4 in preparation for lesson 5 next week. It's all about lesson 5 next week, which means you guys are responsible for the vocabulary words from lesson 5. And the first thing we're going to do next week is do the quiz that we always do for lesson 5. All right. Any questions?
So we're going to continue after Isha?
If the brothers are interested, I'm interested. You guys interested in hanging out just to do a little bit of reading after Isha, or you guys want to pack up and we got somewhere to go?
Because I can keep the live on.
Let's in respect to what I just found that is going on in Delaware, let's just pick up next week, because some of the brothers may want to go in. You know, honesty, I really want you guys to go to Delaware and go see Bilal, go see Abu Hakim, big bro. All right, wa subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika, shalla anta astaghfiruka.